right, what is up, my friends? We got another customer trip here. We'll see if we got a reaction or a ride along. Picking up in Lakeland, Florida. Been kind of over here a lot lately. Hopefully we have better luck with traffic signals. I think the sun's a little bit higher in the sky. If this video is up on the channel, you probably saw my customer reaction. That was a great conversation, but FSD was acting a little strange. Let's see how we do here.
How are you today?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Heading to the Cracker Barrel?
Yep.
Awesome. Man, that sounds good right about now. Temperature okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let me know if it gets a little hot for you. Cool. It's always fun to see how this thing handles a cul-de-sac. You got it, buddy. Like a pro. These cars are getting really good at driving.
This is the second time I've been in one that's self-driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm usually someone's first. How was your first experience?
Well, like at first I didn't even really notice what was going on.
Yeah.
And then when I started watching...
son of a... Sorry, I just realized I've got a damn crack in my roof glass.
Oh, no.
That had to just happen. Probably yesterday. I just replaced my windshield, too. It comes with the territory. Sorry to interrupt.
It does happen, no. Like, I didn't even realize what was going on right away.
Yeah.
And then when I looked, I was like, oh, my God. Because I was coming home at night, and I lived a couple neighborhoods up, so it took a different way.
I might have to help it get through here. It's being a little extra cautious, so I'm gonna just push us along. Yeah, it blends in really well. It's hard to tell sometimes, especially now that it's able to like watch our eyes and we don't really have to touch the wheel. Because before I kind of just kept my hand on it because every now and then it would nag you like, hey, you're still here, right? And you'd have to touch the wheel a little bit. So I used to kind of just rest my hand on it. So people would be none the wiser, you know.
Right. Well, when I noticed is, I kind of noticed what was going on, but then I saw him like moving with two hands, and we were taking a curve, and he had both hands like reaching over doing something. I'm like,
yes.
Oh my God. I'm like, this is so cool.
That's awesome. I will sometimes, to try to get a reaction, like right when we're turning, I'll be like...
Yeah, they did something. They did something like along those lines, and I'm like, we're going around this curve, and you ain't got no hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool.
It's like, what's happening?
Self-driving Teslas.
Yeah, I've been monitoring its progress for many years, and since I do this kind of work, I figured, hey, this is a really good proof of concept for like a legit self-driving taxi. Like, how's it doing? And it's getting really, really good. It's not perfect, yet by any means, but it's better than most of the crazy-ass people I see driving around, that's for sure.
That's true. That's so true.
We don't set the bar very high as humans for safety and competence behind the wheel. Most of my issues lately are, it might be turning like a turn too early or like a nav-related kind of thing.
Right.
And I'm like, oh boy, or we might not be in the right lane to make it turn. And the humans around us are just gonna end up bullying you out. Like if you got your turn signal on, they won't let you in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's ballsy, and it'll be like, screw you, I'm merging. And I think it kind of needs to sometimes because people are just assholes.
That's very true.
But more often than not, it'll, like if it sees somebody with their turn signal on, it'll actually kind of back off and let them in. It's got a lot more etiquette
than most humans.
Yeah.
Understand that.
And it doesn't do what Florida loves to do, which is tailgate. This is the state of riding people's asses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So bad. That's why I got a little bumper sticker on my car that hopefully dissuades that a little bit. It just says, think twice, because I won't.
Right.
When I got someone that's real up on my bumper, I've seen a few times in my rearview mirror, I just noticed they start to back up. I'm like, yes! Just enough to make you think about how close you are to me.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah, common courtesy and simple etiquette is not
it's a rarity.
It is.
And actually surprising when it does happen. Like when someone says, yeah, sure, come on in. You're like, what?
Yep.
A nice person.
Cracker Barrel, so trust me,
Yeah. I think that anybody that deals with customer service just understands that nuance.
Yes.
To just any bit of etiquette or generosity or integrity. It's like, wow, you're a decent person. I like you.
Right? Like I find, like I take care of all my tables as well as sometimes I match energy.
Sure.
Depends on the day.
Sure.
It depends on how many assholes I've had that day.
Yep.
If you're the 10th one, we're matching energy. You want to be an ass? Let's go.
I can't even judge because I will do the same thing here. Like, if I'm like, this has been a pretty good morning, decide to figure out my freaking roof glass is cracked. That's stupid. That's just, man, it's really, I just changed this windshield in early February.
Oh, wow.
And I typically like avoid big vehicles that have no mud flaps and stuff, and it doesn't take much, you know, when a big truck out here. Another thing that people like to do is really fat tires on lifted trucks with no mud flaps, and they just throw stuff when they're driving. It's like a little machine gun going off sometimes. So I just the proximity between the last, that pup is just out. Goodness, FSD is really good at spotting animals and stuff too, so I wasn't worried. But that poor dog sniffing around that trash can like right in the road.
Oh God.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Beautiful little boxer, it looked like. I hope makes it through the day.
Somebody better let that baby back inside.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 2 dogs myself, but they don't ever get to go out.
I've got 3, and they recently got to break away because we had some insane winds that actually blew our double gate open. Because the guy, really cool dude, was chatting him up when he was putting in the upgraded double gate. But they gave us these like puny little pipes to act as the holders for the little pipes that go down. And the ground was all soft, so all it took a good gust of wind, locking everything, that gate blows open. Well, our dogs discovered that one day, and my wife rushes in and gets me and goes, they're out. So
we've got to go grab.
Fortunately, the old jailbreaker that would usually be the problem is old and tires out fast, so you can kind of get up to her and pick her little chubby butt up and carry her in.
Get her back, And
the other 2 are pretty cool. I go out and one of the little ones sees me and gets excited and just comes up to me, and the other one's her shadow. So they just go in together. There's Nala, our bigger troublemaker that used to love jailbreaking like a husky would. And I look around the corner because I'm holding the gate because the wind is strong. It was probably doing like 40-mile-an-hour gusts that day.
It's been crazy in
It's been
Florida lately.
Stupid. And I peek around and I just see her waddling up with the dog. I'm like, what a pain in the butt.
Mine are young, so they would take off. My little English bulldog, he would probably tire out pretty fast because he's a shorter one.
Yep.
His legs,
and they got those snouts too, and
But he's like even shorter. He's more of a low rider with a little. So he would run as far and as fast as he can, which wouldn't be too far, but because he would probably get tired too quick.
Yeah.
And he's right at 1.5 years. And then my Doberman, she'll be 1 on Tuesday. She would take off.
Yeah.
She would take off.
And a Doberman will run.
Yeah, she runs like a thoroughbred. It would at that point it'd be like get in the car and follow her because she will get tired, but we will tire out and die before she does.
Yeah.
Trying to chase her down the road, so they don't get to go out front off leash.
Yeah, I ended up going to Lowe's yesterday, and I got some 3-foot long pipe that is also thinner that matches the stake. I just hammered that shit in. I punched the gate a few times, and it was sturdy. I was like, that's what they should have put in the ground. Like, why are you gonna put in this like chopped, sloppy 4-inch pipe that's just like falling over?
Yeah.
And when I hammered in that 3-foot pipe, like a good 1.5 to 2 foot of it just went down soft.
Right.
So like all that filler,
soft, and
it wasn't to that last foot that I was getting in some good hard settled ground where I was like, yes, here we go.
Right now it's gonna hold it.
Yep. And that is a good feeling to not worry. I mean, the dogs are never outside when we're not home, which is good. I mean, the first day we realized it was a problem, we were actually leaving the house and we look over because we always check garage and gate, and the gate's just open. And we're like, what?
Right.
What did I miss? Didn't take too long to figure out why.
Wind.
Yeah, that wind was like, hello.
know during Christmas time we have like our inflatables and stuff that we put out. Half of the holiday season we had to leave them deflated in the grass because it was so windy that they were just blowing backwards, blowing sideways.
Yep.
So half of the time, half of them were down. So I'm like, when did it become so windy in Florida? I don't ever remember it being so windy. I mean, unless a hurricane's coming.
Yeah, that's
like,
when you
just
expect
on
it.
a
Sure,
random
sure.
Monday, I'm like, when did it become so damn windy in Florida on a random Tuesday with the sun out and no rain? Like, what's going on?
Well, and lately we've been having a lot of these big storm events that are coming across the United States too, pushing everything. So it's a countrywide sort of phenomenon. Like the ice storms that are reaching down, like the friggin' ice storm that was hitting the southern states, that was kind of nutty. We had a really gnarly storm system that was moving through a couple of days ago, and I think we're clear for a couple of days. Like, this is gorgeous. This is what I'm used to. Yes,
this is like that postcard Florida weather.
Exactly, yeah. This is the kind of weather where I'd love to be out on the water or at Volcano Bay or something. That's a recent obsession my wife and I have now because we finally took our time to go there and spent way too many hours doing laps in the lazy river. It's just nice to be adults, have some drinks, and go enjoy that Florida sun without driving an hour and a half to go to one of the beaches.
Yes, very true.
Which I don't mind doing, but you know, on a random Saturday, it's nice to just be like, yeah, let's just go to Volcano Bay.
Right.
Might as well. And sweet, I think it did the whole trip, aside from me helping it get by that truck in the neighborhood. I don't think I had to take over.
Yeah, except getting past the garbage truck.
Yeah, because it was kind of, I guess it was spooking it a little bit. There are times when it'll get brave and it'll still kind of go around that, so I was a little surprised. Probably because I yelled at it earlier for almost running a red light. It's like, you're acting a little too Florida there, bud. It's cool, though, to be able to get that feedback back to Tesla, and it helps the system get better. All right, I'll take over here to speed this part up. Just up to the normal front or to the back, or what do you prefer?
You can just drop me off right back here.
Okay.
So you can go out on that exit on that side and
sounds
make
good.
It easier for you guys.
Well, it was fun chatting with you.
Yeah.
All right.
It was super cool to have the car drive me to work.
Hell yeah. You have a good one.
You too, and that's for you. Thank you so much.
It's very kind of you. I appreciate it. What is going on today, guys? 2 awesome customers back to back. Woohoo! We're gonna get to the 200 supercut in no time. Yeah. Oh, and no, seriously. Yeah. That right there, my friends, is what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. You know, let's actually, we're gonna park real quick, and I will just use the camera to take a peek at what happened. That had to have happened, or like spread overnight. I do vaguely remember something hit my windshield area yesterday that was a little out of the normal, but not like super alarming like you typically would expect. But because of this amazing magnetic DJI clip there, or you know what I'm trying to say, clip, yeah, whatever. It's really easy to carry this camera around. So let's see where the damage is. I'm really glad it doesn't seem to have actually hit the proper windshield. Up right there. Impact right on the top. That's kind of insane. So it came over the windshield and contacted there and deflected. So that had to be a pretty hard hit. Cool thing is, this shouldn't be quite as expensive, and I can probably give it some time because it's not immediately in my face. What a bummer, man. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.